guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jenny, and today we're gonna be talking about Disney and African movies. Okay, this is a PSA to Disney, Pixar, anything you want to call it. We want an African princess, okay? Or we want a movie based around African people, okay? This is a message to you guys to step your cookies up and get your game on point. Because we are tired. We can't just last and survive off Tiana alone. Guys, I don't know if you can tell the quality, okay? I'm filming on my back camera and it's really hard because I don't have a mirror behind me and I really should, but it's kind of hard, difficult, but I will survive. I'm trying to make it work. I've been trying to do different takes, but I'm definitely going to try and get something behind my phone because I'm still on the phone, okay? I will upgrade soon to a professional camera with a viewfinder, this and that, but right now it's just the ring light on the phone, okay? Is it just me or has anyone else been liking Ice Spice? I'm feeling the ice and the spice. Like, I especially love when she has the banged look. I'm pretty sure it's a wig, but my friend's like, oh, it's her natural hair. I'm like, girl, it's giving wiggiana, but it still looks subtle and simple. Like, she looks really cute in natural makeup, you know? She's not the type to be wearing full glam like that unless she's going out to an event or something. But child, I'm loving Ice Spice. Her raps are simple but true to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving her style, especially when it comes to her beats. Girl, her beats really give it the Ice Spice. I just want to give my appreciation for her feeding me while Nikki is gone. Like, she's not matching up to Onika Tanya, but I will be sustainable until then. Let's get started into the video. Disney Animation Studios and Pixar. Let me talk to you for a quick minute, quick second, quick hour, okay? Why has there only been Tiana and then the time frame long years after, then you came out with Soul? And the thing is, I love Soul. Like, that movie was amazing, but you guys can't just have a straight movie surrounding black people. It has to be they turn into something. It's like, girl, because Princess and the Frog was revolved around animals. I see the slick read over there, okay? And then the Soul, even though it was a great movie and I loved the animation and how it looked and, you know, the black people in it, he had to turn into something. It was like, girl, child, why can't we just be black on screen for the whole movie? Why do we have to jump into a different element, different force, different animal? Girl. And my main issue why I'm doing this video is because Princess and the Frog and Soul, they have black people in it, but I'm looking for an African something. Like, I need an African princess, an African movie, something in Africa. And don't tell me about Lion King because they were lions, okay? I'm talking about a movie revolving African people. And not just African Americans, Black Americans. I need some African, you know, Congolese, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Sudan, like Ethiopia. Give me something. I need a movie around Africans. Like, I'm tired of seeing these white princesses. You know, shout out to Moana, shout out to Pocahontas, shout out to Mulan, shout out to Tiana, the human form. Shout out to the girls, you know, POC for life. Shout out to Jasmine, okay? But I need to see my culture on screen, you know? I need to see my culture represented. Because when it comes to movies or whatever, especially animation movies, you guys just like to stick within, if they're gonna do black, it's gonna be Black American. Like, it can't be African, it can't be exploring the cultures, it can't be anything like that. It has to just, that's your safe bet. You just stay with the Black Americans. They're black, but they're still Americans, so it's fine. It's like, girl, are you for real? Like, it's been years and no African movie in sight. Like, I'm sick of, you know, the African cultures not being a part of pop culture, not being taken seriously, not being desired, because, you know, Afrobeat is becoming popular now. And I have to give a shout out to Wizkid. And I'm not saying, you know, he was the first one to collab with a pop rap artist. He wasn't, because there was Bracket, or was it P-Square, that did the song with Rick Ross, and you know, other people have collabed with Black American artists and, you know, the hip-hop world or whatever. But Wizkid really made people pay attention to Afrobeats when he came out with Drake with Come Closer. That song was everywhere. Like, that's when people were like, okay, Afrobeats is giving, you know? I feel like that was the song. Correct me if I'm wrong, let me know down below in the comments, but that was kind of the song that I saw that people started to pay attention to Afrobeats. And that is what made me smile. That is what made me happy, because I'm like, my culture is integrating into pop culture, and I'm living, because I feel like we're always on the back burner. You know, the popular cultures are, you know, Asian or Hispanic. It's never really African. Like when people think, even the food, that's, girl, there's barely any African restaurants here. Hopefully one day I can open up an African sunset for my family, you know, family African restaurant, because there's barely any African restaurants. Like you can't find African restaurants in Westfield's food court, you know what I mean? You just can't find it. Like how, you know, you can find Asian food, how you can find Indian food, how you can find Mexican food, Italian, like how you can find all these different things, but you can't find African food in the food court because it's not popularized. It's not what people think of when they think, you know, food court. Even white people, they be eating them Indian food. My boyfriend, he loves him some Indian food. Me too as well. Like Indian food is our favorite. But you know, white people be eating the sushi, they be eating the curries, they be eating this and that, the nachos. Like they be eating, you know, different cultures, but you know, they never really think in their mind like, ooh, African food, because it's never like presented, you know, around the same conversation. I feel like we're always at the back burner, you know, and there are some African restaurants here in Australia, whatevs, but they're not thought of, you know. 9 times out of 10, people who are not black haven't tried African food in their life. So that makes me sad. That actually hurts my heart, because like, are you kidding me? Like you haven't tried it? Like I don't want to blame them, but it's also like, it's kind of like when I'm a part of pop culture, we're kind of not in the conversation, and that kind of hurts me, because it's like, damn. But my goal is to have African culture be popularized. Even when the conversation comes up about Africa, people only think to the ads that they see on TV or through social media about, oh, 1 cent a day, help this child, you know, he's in need of food, and it's always a child crying. It's like they represent Africa in such a way that is poor, that is unpopular, that is undesired, like just like represent us in a negative light, and I hate that. People to this day still think Africa is poor. Africa is not poor, baby. Africa is very rich. Like what I want is people to think when they want to go on vacation, they think, oh, let me go to Sierra Leone, or let me go to Nigeria, let me go to this, let me go, you know what I mean? I want our places to be vacation spots and not just think of Egypt and South Africa. Like we got places.
Guys, I'm just editing this video, but I also want to add like the fact that people don't think Egypt is in Africa is because they don't think Africa can have nice things, or that we are that worthy of having a place like Egypt a part of our continent, you know? Like they just can't believe it's in Africa, because there's no way, like Africa's poor, like there's no way we can have Egypt, such a luxurious place. So they like measure with the Middle East and the Arabs and this and that, but it's like Egypt is in Africa. Like people just can't believe that Africa can have such a nice place. Like we don't just have Egypt, we have nice places, okay? We have nice cities that you guys are not seeing. You guys are being fed lies, you guys are being shown lies about the continent of Africa. You know what I'm saying? So it automatically puts in your mind that there's no way somewhere as nice as that can be a part of a poor place like Africa. So it's just like also conditioning and also brainwashing as well.
There's Morocco, there's Mozambique, there's Niger, there's this, there's that. Like we have some nice places. It's not just village, hut, mud. Like it's not, like it really isn't. And I hate how we're being portrayed in such a way that is just broke. We have nothing to offer, not vacation worthy, not food worthy. Girl, when it comes to the dances, y'all love to do our dances and do all this stuff. What's not clicking? Like people only like bits of our culture, but when it comes to the main part, they're not really interested. They're not really interessante. The thing is, we have bomb ass food, okay? Our dances are out of this world. Our music is the ish, is the shit, okay? And our country is beautiful. Like there's beautiful places. Like I'm gonna put up some pictures right now because Africa is gorgeous. Like we actually have things of substance. So I really want Africa to be popularized in such a way that it's included in conversations such as Disney animation movies or Disney movies or Pixar movies or just like any type of movie. I want us to be in that conversation and not just the shortcut Black American. Like girl, we want our culture to be explored, not stolen, but explored, okay? Because you guys did a lot of stealing disguised as exploring back in the day, and still to this day, y'all be trying to get something else, okay? I see royal family. I see the gems y'all had in your heads, especially you, queen. Like we have diamonds there, we have gems, we have oils. Like I'm not trying to give the ops information, but I'm just saying like Africa is rich. We just have a corrupt system. We don't know how to work together as one and build, because I'm telling you, my friend, if we all come together, we'll be building and we'll be looking like Dubai. Like, I really want Africa to get to the stage of Dubai, like luxury, because we have that potential and we have the substance and the equipment to do so. But it's just like people won't come together. Everyone wants to be wealthy themselves, rich themselves. They just like kind of have like a selfish mentality, plus the corrupt system, plus the colonizers. Like, we just have so many disadvantages. All we need to do is get above that, and it's easier said than done, but you know, we could actually be the next Dubai. And I mean that with my heart. I truly believe Africa can be all modernized. And of course, there's always going to be some poor parts of, you know, any country, any continent. But majority, I want when people think of Africa, they think of it like a luxury, like a vacation place. You know, not just Egypt and South Africa. Like, I want them to think of other countries. You know, I want to make Africa popular. I want to make Africa in the conversation, that girl, even though it already is, but I want it to be the topic of conversations when it comes to being that girl, okay? I want Africa to rise. I have a dream. It's not a big dream, just a little dream. I want Africa to be the shit. I say this all to say, I need an African princess. I need an African something. I need you to go to Africa like you did with Coco, because I'm pretty sure I watched something where they said they went to Mexico or something, and then they went to this village and they got certain details that they can draw and that they could add to the film. Yeah, I want you to do your research, okay? I want you to go to Africa, pick a country that you're going to base the film on, base the culture on, and do it. Do your research hard. Don't leave anything out, okay? I know you can't get everything perfect. And also, when it comes to the African movie, I don't need the cliche accents, like the hard, tough African accents that you guys always put when you add like an African character in like a show or a movie. I'm not just talking to Disney, I'm just talking to like every director, every casting person that always wants to add an African every now and again for like the funny element or whatever the such to the movie or the show. You're always giving them the thick accents. Like, we don't all talk like we're villagers and we eat lions. Like, we don't talk like that. Like, girl, you can add a subtle little accent or the way we say our words. You can add that, but not the thick ones, like the cliche ones. Like, I can't stand when they do that. It's just like, child, please slow it down, okay? I can't. So please do your research. You know, make an African film that is worthy. I need to see Disney animations, you know, making an African flick, African ting, okay? I need something special. Just something light. Not even something light. Give me something heavy. Give me something heavy so I can drink my water to. Give me something heavy that I can drink Lipton iced tea to. Give me something heavy that I can drink my whiskey and coke to, but not too much because I don't want to be drunk to miss it. Disney, Pixar, I hope you're listening. Even other productions, DreamWorks, if you want to chime in on this, get into it. I need to see trend of African films being made by these production companies. I need y'all to get into it, okay? Don't make a corny one. Actually do your work, do your research, because this could sell. This could sell. A movie just about Africans and having African people in the movie, yes, it will sell. It will sell. I'm telling you, it will sell. Like, I'm not saying everyone needs to be African. It could even be based in Australia, an African family in Australia, African family in America, but not African Americans. I want them to have like an actual culture to cling on to, like a Ghanaian family or Congolese family, Sudanese family. You know what I mean? I want to see community. Or you can do African family living in London. You know how Africans in the UK have their UK British accents, but when they go home, they know their tongue, they know their mother tongue, they know their language, they know how to speak. They know their accents when they go home to talk to their family. Like, they just know, you know what I'm saying? So I just want that. I want you guys to do that. It doesn't have to be based in Africa. It can be in the places I mentioned. Or if you're going to do Africa, don't do it like we're in the village. I want to see it in the cities like Lagos, Abuja. I need to see it in the main cities. I need you guys to show me the luxurious sides of Africa. I've already seen it, but you need to show other people, okay? I'm going to show in this video, but I need you to cooperate with me, okay? I need you to listen. I better see a trend of all these production companies doing African movies. Like, I want to see African movie after African movie, African movie after African movie. Like, I want to see back to back to back. Disney comes out with one, Pixar, DreamWorks. Those are the only ones that come to my mind right now. But this video is just for Disney, because once Disney does it, everyone is going to follow. Like, I'm just trying to get the ball rolling. Any other little production companies, you know, join in, do your thing. But Disney and Pixar, I'm talking to you specifically. Get into it, get into it. Get into the money. This is money. Girl, you know how many Africans will go in the theater to watch their people being showed, their culture being portrayed in a Disney movie? You guys are missing out on not just billions, but trillions. Missing out on trillions. I'm telling you, you're missing out on $1 trillion. Money. Try to do something different, but not too crazy and out there. And please don't make them animals. Please, please, please don't make them animals. Please don't make them villagers or village hunters. Ooh, that will get on my nerves. Make them like people. No transforming into any spirit or any I mean, you can even showcase witchcraft, but I would say no, because you did that in Princess and the Frog and it suited. Like, I liked it like that. I like it like that. Girl, if you know, you know, ma. I don't want them to incorporate witchcraft, because then I could see people taking the wrong way and, you know, trying to spin it like, ooh, Africans or witch. No, don't do that. I want them to just be humans, just be their culture, to exude off the film. Please, I'm not going to tell you again. I will give you no more than 3 years. I'm giving you no more than 3 years to start, get the ball rolling. I better hear some whispers, I better hear some murmurs of African films being created by Disney or Pixar or DreamWorks or any other production company. I better hear little spoilers or something on my social media. I better hear within the next 3 years, okay? I need that movie or movies. Please, guys. Like, this is something I dream of. When it comes to movies being made, like, I'm not thinking of African Americans, like Princess Tiana, and then The Soul, and then it's like always like that. Even with Sims. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a Sim lover. I'm a Sim gamer. I love GTA as well. Sims 3, best game. Sims 4, I have that too, but if you know, you know. But I'm just saying, like, even in The Sims, they did Hispanic Heritage Month. They got all the, you know, the cultural aspects and included it into the game. But, like, do we have anything for the Africans? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they really put their all into doing Hispanic situations and getting all the details and this and that. I'm not Hispanic. I may be wrong. Let me know down below in the comments if you think they could improve or whatever. But it's just like, I feel like they really focus on that. But when it comes to African material, African sentence, they're not really, you know? Like, they could include dashikis. They could include some African stuff, African elements into, or even African dishes. Like, they could include that in the game, but they don't, you know? And it's just like, when it comes to being diverse within the food, the culture, all this stuff, Africa is not in the conversation. Now, I'm saying Africa because I don't want to name all the countries in Africa. There's like 52, 54. But yeah, like, Africa's not in the conversations. You know, there's dumplings, there's tacos, there's quesadillas, there's even angel food cake, there's grilled cheese, there's baguette. I just want to see pepper soup and fufu in The Sims. I just want to see cassava leaf in The Sims. I just want to see jollof rice, even jollof rice in The Sims. I would also love to see it on my movie screens, on my TV screen. I want to see Ken and Shito in a Disney African film. Please, animation, do your thing. I want to see Acheke. I want to see pounded yam. I want to see grana soup and rice. Is that too much to ask for? Grana soup and rice, is that too much to even think of? But yeah, guys, I did this video to bring awareness to the lack of popularity Africa has, okay? To the lack of sentence Africa has, and the fact that Africa is not included. I just really want to see my culture, my people, in things. But, you know, I'm glad Afrobeat is doing its thing. Hopefully the food will come soon. I feel like people are scared to try African food or something, but African food is the shit. Get into it. Get into it. Try it. You might like it. There's Little Lagos in Newtown. I've gone to it with my family and it was good. Like, ciao. I just need more in different locations, okay? Because that one was a Nigerian. I need a Sierra Leonean. I need Ghanaian. I need a different thing. I just want to see my culture being represented and liked and just talked about, you know? Is that so bad of me? Is that so bad of me to see my culture win? But, you know, shout out to Wizkid for kicking everything off. Burna Boy is doing his thing as well. He really put the stamp as well. Ruga, I just want to see Ruga in the mainstream. People, you know, people talking about Ruga in the charts in the US and Australia. I want to see Ruga there with the Wizkid and Burna Boy. And Davido, you know, him and his Chris Brown collabs, like, I love it. And Rema. I don't know if you guys know this, Oxlade also did a collab with Camila Cabello for Closer. And it was good. I'm sorry it was good. Like, I don't mess with Camila Cabello because you know why. But it was good. I just felt like maybe people thought it was like a copy of like Selena Gomez and Rema's Calm Down. But I'm saying the one Oxlade did with Camila Cabello was way better than the one, you know. I didn't feel like Selena meshed with the Calm Down. Like, girl, she doesn't even know the... I bet she barely knows anything about Africa like that. What does she know about Nigeria? I bet she hasn't even tried African food. I bet she hasn't even tried jollof rice. And she's talking about, baby, you can calm down. Girl, bye. I love seeing African artists collab with American artists, collab with, you know, pop stars and hip-hop artists. Like, I just love it. Like, I love seeing them integrate and aligning themselves. That's how you get shown, you know. Do your thing, be all over, plaster yourselves all over. That's what I want to see. I just wanted to give a PSA and make it known that I see what is going on and I'm not liking it and I need things to change, okay? But yeah, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Let me know down below your comments and your thoughts about this video and your opinions on, you know, why you think Africa is not in those type of conversations, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, give me a big fat like and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.